Office of the President.
Chief of Staff, Office of the President was copied.
And the National Assembly Select Committee was not copied.
And the National Assembly Select Committee was not copied.
And National Audit Office audit report will be.
And the National Audit Office, all their reports.
Chief of Staff, Office of the President copy.
I have never seen them copying the Chief of Staff.
So, may I can the Chief of Staff copy?
The reason why the Chief of Staff was copied?
That
was a big surprise.
Yeah, so
that is what I want to say before I enter in or I start explaining, because it's a concern.
And all these 7 councils, all these 8 councils, or 7 councils.
All these 7 councils.
Yeah, report may use against the National Audit Office.
The report they use against the National Audit Office.
No, your report may use against the council was the National Audit report.
The report they used against council was the National Audit.
So,
report.
The Basse Area Council they be concentrated only on the system audit, not the National Audit report.
This is why the Basse Area Council was only concentrating on the system audit, but not the internal audit, national audit. Sorry.
Yes.
Danjo.
Yes.
Were you rented an apartment at Abuko?
Ako foy bungo tanong Abuko level apartment. Yes, I do.
Were you paid night allowance when you travel?
Ako fo ni tabara ke your night allowance level.
Depending on the travel to Karadame.
It depends on the travel.
If I travel to any allowance.
If I travel to Banjul, I have not paid any allowance.
So where were you given a house in Abuko? Where was a house rented for you in Abuko?
Ako mundalila sabu ye bungo taite Abuko.
According to my statement,
according to my statement, what I have received there is that is my reason why. Because if I come to Combo,
at times 1 week or more than 1 week.
Sometimes I spend 1 week or more.
Was it official duties?
Was it in the budget?
Official duties. Ako for budget all. Yes, it's in the budget.
To rent the house apartment for you was in the budget.
Ako pure bungo taite. Ako have budget.
It was approved. General Council approved.
It was approved by the General Council.
Was it in the budget? Is the question.
Ako ni government for have budget all. Yes, it's
there. Can you show us?
Ako for ita ni moli abe damendo.
I
don't have a budget hearing.
Yeah, request for the budget. You should have this in your email and all that. You request for the budget when you testify tomorrow, you can show us.
Yes, I will. If I get the budget, I will try and trace it out.
Okay, we'll wait for you.
But
But if you cannot prove it,
then
it is just correct that to conclude that you don't have this in the budget. An apartment was paid for you yearly, and you are still being paid net allowance.
Night allowance.
Doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
Manson kabako apartment rent and still now benjola night allowance. Nga fine ko apartment rent nimida combo mboka night allowance ta.
I disagree, because as I said, when I was rented an apartment, when I'm coming to Combo, there's no night allowance for me. Although, or less, when I'm traveling different from Combo, there I can have night allowance.
The management agreed with the finance, and then they cancelled the rented apartment with immediate effect. So what you are saying is not true.
Ako management wole nata song in council inata juwe ko wo bungo nying inata luaso ni nata pon wol man na song ala ko tek.
Hana manta wanyade.
No, it doesn't work.
Inform kabako manyankela wanyane teleko management let them stop it.
It doesn't mean it does not mean that they are the people who tell me to stop it. No, I am the very person who told them not to do it, to stop it.
Why would you stop it when it is budgeted for?
Stop.
If it is approved, why will you stop it?
Auditors advice.
This is advice from the auditors.
It would have been wrong.
ako to amon ya ji akita nyama amon ani silo banta.
If the auditors are saying that
and slow tala nyola because nga ko ko nimbi da combo nka more than 1 week spend here and come spend is more than what I pay for the house rent 5,000 a month.
Yes,
so
it matches
makes no
because
sense
I informed them.
Makes no sense nga more than 5,000 spend in a for a particular trip. Ya bungo beje mam bunguta
Mela ko mo je se ne ba.
nko nte ngata combo me 1 week spend aje.
When I go to Combo and I am to spend a week therein, and the monies that I am to pay, it will be more than 5,000.
In a month, $5,000. What sense make?
If I take a house which is more or less than $5,000, or if in town $5,000, I think that make more sense.
That's not correct.
And I make it clear that if I am coming to Combo, I never take night allowance, only my fuel.
The findings are every time you are traveling, you take net allowance.
Ako she menti
To start with, your apartment that was rented for you is unlawful, it's illegal because it was not in the budget.
Ako farang puruka dati wolem ka foko bungo me alam ko ementa purite ako woni silo man ta bayri amanta na budget ima budget.
If council approved it,
ako hanna tra council ya approve le.
We want to show we want to see the minutes.
Ako melafla minutes sol jela.
But it has to be in line with the budget.
Bare melafla men na wala melafla bel lon na je wala aning budget o yake ku kilin.
The general council's resolutions are not absolute.
Ako ibajela general council resolution o manke absolute de o.
You don't have power to make or pass any resolution.
Ako man sebo soto wala man nyanto soto puruka tambi wala ka sawung resolution wala ko kawal men ye melandi.
Do you understand that?
Yo fahamle.
I understand, but
yes, I understand.
And it's approved.
But what I am to say is that it is in the budget and it was approved.
Chairman Danjo.
Yes. Chairman Danjo.
We will wait for that.
All right, no problem.
Because your own administration agreed with the auditor when the auditor stated that the renting of the apartment for the chairman should be cancelled immediately as this is not prescribed in any law. Meaning it is not legal.
Ko inata safero ke ministry ka je ko pour indi auditorial department pour ye murun ko teke na ela kisiro datiku.
So your evidence is false.
Ako sabunta ko ite men for manlo mo mansoto.
False for it.
I don't say false.
When you said you did not reject it, it's not true, Mr.
Ako kabiri ko almari je ko jele akafo ko je man ke tonyati. You listen to me what I'm going to explain.
No, but I first have to ask you the question whether it was rejected, yes or no. If the answer is yes, it was rejected, you give us the reasons. If it was not rejected at all, you give us the reasons. Your management is saying, hear me out. Go ahead.
The internal auditorial report not at the General Council.
The internal audit reports came to General Council.
And any voting rights or in the General Council?
You don't have, Imam?
Any voting rights or in General Council?
I don't have any voting right in General Council.
You have casting right. You break the tie.
But let me learn. I don't learn yet.
Your evidence was misleading, that's why.
Any misleading evidence?
I don't give misleading. If you listen to me when I learn, you know exactly what I want.
Go ahead.
Ako continue, no?
Bring General Council auditors la report internal auditor report table je watime.
When the internal audit table their report therein.
Coming after nyamen
table their report therein.
Voting rights of fanatari voting rights of the world.
As I said, I don't have any voting right unless if they go to tie there, I am involved. I go to right therein. If they don't go to tie, that means I don't get any voting therein.
The councillors, as general council, you decide they're going to reject the audit report.
When the general council said they are going to reject the audit report, what can I do then?
That's not the question. Was it rejected by council or not?
Yes, it was rejected, but how or what caused it to be rejected? That is what I'm explaining.
No, that's why I said, first answer the question. Tell the commission whether yes, it was rejected or no, it was not rejected. And then you can explain. So what was it rejected?
It
was rejected. And it was rejected by way of voting, right?
Yes.
What was the basis of rejecting the findings?
If I could remember well.
Council members dole member wolonko na finance na audit committee, they are not experts in finance.
The order of some of the committees said the auditors we have, they are not experts in finance.
So, for being the case, coming up
as I said, for that I can remember. It's possible there will be another motive of which I cannot remember.
How can you reject a finding?
Audit committee financial expertise.
For that I can remember that they complain or they claim that the auditors does not have the financial expertise.
And that has been said by people who have...
to ministry.
All they can do is to write to the ministry.
No, wait. That has been said by people who have less qualification than the auditor.
Is that
been said by people who have less qualification than the auditor?
Maybe that could be true.
It's maybe you know their qualifications, so what you are saying might be true.
You, the chairman, you don't have any qualification apart from high school.
Qualifications
I start with you.
No problem.
No. Tell us if it is wrong.
Tell us. It's not necessary for me to tell you all my qualifications because that does not make us to be here.
It's necessary.
No.
Because the internal auditor is employed.
Ako internal umto ya ata do ko la ya
deemed to
employed.
be employed in the right manner.
Andu ya ata do ko ya din silo la.
And so when a finding, you did not question that employment in the beginning
Ato atla ta do ko la wotumo imam
until he made a finding against your finance director.
Fo kabringa shisro ke ko nata ila finance director muta.
Against allegations of malpractice.
Wala mu ka tumi ko aka ko ka
And then
tapale
he's rejecting the finding.
Jele alna ta ala findings wala
The
la
people rejecting the finding
are
less qualified than the person who made the finding against your